G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die Done from Down Under. We're playing Alpha 14.6 Experimental, and my last episode was a bit of a dog's breakfast, so let's see if we can improve on that. We're in this, what appears to be an army base, and I've done a little bit of looting overnight, but one of the things that I have noticed is that in here we've got another crate. This one is actually sealed, so we are going to have to break this one open. So we'll do that first and cross our fingers we get something good, or maybe we will craft up a stone axe first. I've made myself a campfire. I shoved all of the meat and all the murky water that I had in there. So now our food level's not fantastic. I've still got a little bit to eat, and our water level's up, but we're at least healing again. And this is a shamway crate, so look at that, empty, beautiful. Gotta love that, don't you? This one over here I spotted as well, and it's also sealed, so let's see what's in this one. Working stiff tools, come on, do something nice. Oh, you are kidding. This game is being pretty ragged to me. Alright, so priorities. First things first, we need water. Now, not sure what is over there, but we need to check that out. This could be a cave. This could be a cave. Not seeing anything else close by, so we're going to have to take a bit of a look around. At the moment, I've dumped off a whole bunch of stuff. We're on day 5. I've got 2 more days. Now the problem that I've got is that this place is big, and getting spikes down around here enough to cover it to protect me is probably not going to be doable. At least I don't think it is. It's going to take a ton of spikes and a ton of tree chopping. Look, I can probably do it. I'm just not sure whether I want to, because it is going to involve a lot of time spent chopping trees in the next couple of days, which may not make for the most exciting episodes, so might have to do it off camera and come back on day 7, or we might move out a little bit further. So what we'll do now is we'll just get our perspective. We want to be going pretty much east across to that other road and hope that nothing spawns back down here while we're away. And we'll go see whether there's any water at all up this way, because without water we're in a pretty bad way. We're not going to get an enormous amount off the zombies, and I think this just leads back up to that house. So let's have a closer look now. Yeah, that leads to that house, which, I don't know, it seems a lot smaller on the map than it should. Let's just cut across here. I want to see if this is actually a cave or what this discoloration is in the map. Caves would certainly make it a little bit easier to do some. Oh, hello there. Tempted to, no you don't. Tempted to use the gun and deal with this stuff quickly. I will take the honey. Now, what's that over there? That's what I spotted. That's either going to be a cave or maybe not. No, that was just the these terrain changes here. It's not very immersive. Definitely needs a little bit of work. Another bedroll. Up there it looks like the terrain's flattening out. On the map, oh okay, so that changed completely and I've overshot it. So Let's see if we can find what that was. Definitely doesn't look flat enough that there's going to be water here. It was just down here, so it's nothing. It's just a dodgy looking map. Seriously, is that all this is? Yep. I have no idea what that's supposed to represent on the map. So, we are facing a problem, and that problem is that that road is going to lead back to that town. This is going to lead us further down away. Let's just head back to the main road for the time being. And I know I am being finicky. I could set up in any one of these houses. But hey, where's the fun in that? Alright, so let's rock on up here. I'm going to have a yeah, hello rabbit. Going to have a bit of work to deal with if I'm going to see, what do we got up there? That house up there. Are we puffed already? Yeah, we are. Back down to 50%, which means I'm no longer healing. A crappy stone axe. I think we'll pass. Really don't think I need those. I'll probably throw them away, but let's just have a quick look at this house, because we're certainly not seeing anything really schmick at the moment. Again, that's fairly nondescript. Doesn't have a good location. Not a particularly defensible position either. Lots of empty loot options at the moment. See if we get something when we get up closer to the top of this hill. I'm hoping we don't run back into burnt forest. And I don't really want to bump into the wasteland either. But this road is rising pretty seriously up here, so maybe there'll be something decent up top. Got a few zombies around. And now they know we're here. Picking up lots of crap. Yeah, I know you can hear me. I don't care. Lots of crap. Yeah, whatevs. Hello, Piggy. I still need to kill a few of you guys to finish that quest. Alright, scavenging's improving. Alright, there's another pig. I got 21. I'm going to have to start spending some skill points with you folks very shortly, I think. Alright, what's happening here? I've got a crawler. It looks like the road splits. Also looks like the terrain gen is a little bit on the dodgy side. We're definitely gaining height. That there is going to take us where? Alright. That's probably more the direction that we want to go. Don't really think that heading further down to the southeast is what I want. Whereas, again, across below the wasteland city is probably going to be more ideal. I like the fact that we're up nice and high here, and if we can find a decent house up here with a bit of a commanding view, and we can get rid of this absolutely piss poor fog. Oh crap, what do we got here? Holy sugar plum fairies, Batman. Now, look, I was under the impression that this sort of terrain gen had been fixed, but apparently it still can occur. Although it doesn't look quite as sheer as it used to. It definitely looks a little bit more natural, but that's one heck of a cliff. Alright, did I open? No, I didn't. That carp. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a chuckle. Now, my biggest concern is that if I run down here, look at this. Oh, hang on a sec. I am going to bet. Have a look at the map. Where are we? Oh, it's turned back around. No, well, we're not close enough to 0, 0 at this point in time. That's more back over here. So, is this wasteland down here, or is it something else? The trees certainly look like wasteland or burnt. Man, look at this. Whoa. Alright, so yeah, that's definitely a wasteland. Certainly worth checking out. Wow. The big issue that we're going to have to deal with, unfortunately, is okay, that's a bit dodge. Yep, hornets. Yep, we got the lot. Look at this beautiful plains over on this side here as well. Hang on. Gotcha. Did you die? Yeah. Oh, that's right. We have to harvest these bloody things now, don't we? Hopefully this is the right tool for it. I'm getting rotten flesh. No, I did get honey. Good. Give me some more honey. Come on. Nah. Just the one. Fair enough. What's that over there? That is a... Is that a bookshop? Okay. Alright. We definitely want to be setting up somewhere around here, I think. I would like... I mean, look, I can probably get into this town. That's not going to be that big a deal. The only issue is that, yeah, it's constant spawning in towns again, as far as I'm aware. So this is a wasteland and we clear. They're just going to keep popping back in. And I don't want to play around with that too early. Alright, it's only 11 o'clock. We're going to head down here. Now, the biggest danger I face right now is dogs. So we're going to keep out wide because I can't outrun them. I've got the gun, which is great. Kraken book. That's 2 bookstores. I can get myself an absolute metric crap ton, if I'm lucky, of schematics here. What I want to see though is whether this insane cliff peters out down this end. Is that a proper cop? I think that is. There's a very good chance he'd have a gun on him, and he looks like he's by himself, so let's see if we can... Now the problem is these guys still explode as far as I'm aware. Oh! Holy shoot! I wasn't expecting that sort of range from him. I can afford to take one of these. No, I thought he was going to spew again. Alright, let's see what the aim's like now. There he goes. Alright, hopefully the pistol... Whoa! That's it. Stick your head up. Oh, shite. Oh, that was bad. Oh, careful, careful, careful. I'm stuck on a rock. Yeah, that's it. You spew, I'll dodge. I don't think I'm going to have enough shots. He's not down yet. Oh, shit. Oh, man, and every time I bring it up to... I am just crap lately. How many bullets have I got? I've got 2 bullets left. He's taken a lot of hits. Stay still. Oh, and he exploded. That was a freaking waste of everything. Now I'm annoyed again. Oh, shh. No sound. No freaking sound. They're just on you. Oh, 21 health. I need to waste a med kit. Sorry, guys. Alright, so we've got, I've turned my audio volume back up to a more reasonable level, but yeah, we're definitely not hearing them. No cues at all. The footsteps are way off. I probably need to get back to that army base where I've got the rest of that meat. Okay, and now that we're up here, let's have a quick look at the map. So we've looped around here. This is curving back this way. We've got no way of knowing which way that road's going. I do want to get into that town, but I want to have some gear on me first. We're back to using the bow again until I can get some more bullets. So let's tidy this mess up a bit. Let's go say hello to Nursey. Maybe she'll make us feel better about ourselves. Wait, you, stay still. Bloody hell, I'm just absolute crap lately. Yeah, stay still, that's it. I need to get rid of that crosshair, it's putting me off. Grain alcohol. It's good to have, but unfortunately what I really need is more water, and that is probably the biggest issue. We still haven't found water. So look, what I might do is cut out and go for a hard run and see whether or not I can find some water, because until I have a water supply, things are just going to get worse and worse and worse. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so we've got some good news and some bad news. But right now I need to get inside before dark, and I'm really pushing my luck here. I should just make it. I think I've timed it alright. Stamina, on the other hand, is going to make life difficult, and I may have to drink this last water just to get myself there. 51. I'm going to need the water in me anyway, so let's do it. Alright, let's just see if we can get into this. And of course, let's hope that we haven't been unlucky enough to have a whole bunch of stuff spawn fresh down here, because if it has, I'm screwed. Alright, we'll get inside and then we will have a look at exactly what we have and haven't found. Not hearing anything, and as usual I'm pushing my luck, but then those of you that know me know that that tends to happen far too often. Alright, let's get inside here. Actually, let's just duck over here first, come around this way so I can... What's in the way there? Yeah, thought as much. Let's seal that one up. Do I have the torches? Yes, I do. Put a little bit of extra light over this side of the room. And then we'll come back around here and seal this up. Alright, so first things first. Actually, it's not in there, it's in here. So let's eat what we've got left of the grilled meat. And unload the extra. And what else have we got? I don't have any organisation at the moment, so this whole place is a bit of a dog's breakfast right now. Gun parts and things I think I shoved over here. Actually, what? That Shamway, that's not any. I need something with a large inventory. Might just have to throw down a couple of chests. Pretty sure even these bookcases. Actually, the munitions box will do fine for throwing gun parts into, so, and broken guns. So that'll do for now. Alright, so what have we found? Good news and bad news. Alright, if we bring up the map and we zoom out a bit. So we headed down here, then we cut back down this massive cliff face to get to this wasteland town. So that's pretty decent. Having that close by, being able to loot it when we're ready, really good. Then we looped all the way around here, and I'll zoom in a bit, and this road pretty much petered out dead. Now I did miss these two here, so I probably need to head back and check them at some point. But all the way through here, no water. Up here is a forge house. Now I don't need a forge house because I can make a forge already, but having access to one of those, they're a pretty decent setup and I don't mind them. So scooted down through here, we've got a what I believe, let me just make sure I got this right because I might have forgotten to show this off. Yes, just down in here there's another army camp, the old style army camp, the ones with the mines all around them, so I really want to get over there and check that out. Up here we had another one of the ranger style houses with the balcony all around, 2 stories. And then coming back this way, this is where it gets interesting. So what we've got here is we've got a cave that is exposed in a couple of places. And the thing about caves is caves do often have water in them. So that might be what we're looking for. On top of that, on top of the hill just there, is another forge house. So if we have a look at the map in general, we're not too badly placed. This road wraps around here. It's nice and open up here, so it certainly gives us options. It also puts us within range of this burnt forest town as well. And there will be access up this way somewhere to hopefully the main wasteland city. It is also possible that this here extends all the way around here, and this might actually be the wasteland city. It's anybody's guess, but yeah, it is possible. Or we've got 2 wasteland cities right next to each other, which I'm not going to complain about. So the problem is that if there's no water in there, I haven't been able to find any water anywhere. Now Previously that wasn't a problem because we had the ability to suck water out of the toilets, but as it stands, we can't get any water out of these old sinks. We've already tried that, it doesn't work. I haven't found any water POIs. We're up reasonably high, so there's not likely to be any oceans or lakes nearby, I don't think. And without water, survival is going to be rough. We need that supply. The problem I have, though, is that if I don't get shelter before day 7, then basically dehydration is going to be the least of my problems. So I think what we're going to have to do in the morning is head up to that house and clear it, and then we're going to have to get some spikes down as quick as we can and hopefully get into that cave and see whether it leads to a water source or not. Either way, we may have to hole up there for the first 7-day horde, and then we may need to head out and about and start scouting seriously for water next week. As it stands now, I need to get some stuff tidied up. I'm out of food, but I'm not doing terribly. Alright, my food is low, but it's not shocking. My water is okay. I've got some beer, but unfortunately that dehydrates me. The grain alcohol, same deal. I probably should have made some goldenrod tea up, but I was in a bit of a rush, so I skipped that because I do have a bit of goldenrod flour. But yeah, I've got the ability to get coffee down now as well as corn, so that's 2 crops that we could really use. And I probably should at least get the corn in here, which I might do before the morning. As it stands, we've got some work ahead of us, so I will have to pick that up with you guys in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. I hope you liked this one. I look forward to seeing you all again in the next one, and until then, take care of each other, everybody, and ciao for now.